First, I want to thank my husband for marrying me and for giving me the last name that reminds me of the thing I hate the most, test. But on a serious note, if you were to tell me 13 years ago that I would be heading back to school at the age of 34, I would have laughed at you. I was fresh out of college after getting my bachelor's in psychology and I was so done with school. I mean, we've been in school for over half of our lives at the age of 22, so I was ready to embrace the world. So here I was, out in the world, starting my job hunt right before the recession. Luckily, I was able to find a job right out of college, starting in IT because of a family friend. That position led me to an entry-level position in the banking world, a field I never dreamed of working in, and one that didn't really make much use of my psychology degree. I basically just went from one job to another, climbing the ladder as I went. It was around that time that I met my husband at a wedding. He was the DJ and I was the maid of honor. It was love at first sight. And before we knew it, we were married with 2 kids. He became a stay-at-home dad and I worked. I have always been someone who strived for the next big thing. I have finally gotten to a point in my career where I was loving what I did, but I wanted to do more. I always found management and leadership intriguing, and I love being able to help my team develop. I am even a leader on my dragon boat racing team, the oldest water team sport. Imagine 22 people in a boat working in sync to be the first across the finish line. I love a team working as a well-oiled machine, all moving as one towards a common goal. Dragon boat racing and the team camaraderie of it are such joy for me that my team, which is called Organized Chaos, would eventually become the inspiration for my capstone project at WGU. But that's jumping ahead. Back at work, I had naturally become the go-to person and I really enjoyed that. So I began exploring how to get into management. I have always been able to get to the next position through networking and putting my name on something at every job I've held. If there's anything I've learned about the banking world, it's that networking is so important and how you present yourself makes a huge difference. The caveat with management in the banking industry is that management experience is required. Yet you can't really get management experience unless someone gives you a shot. So I started doing my research and stumbled across WGU through a Google search. The Masters of Management and Leadership program just appealed to me. I didn't have to sit in a classroom and I could accelerate if I wanted to. I started my program in September of 2019, and a couple of months before my start date, I was given the team lead position at my work. The timing was perfect. As I stumbled my way back through school, I still had to be a mother, employee, a wife, a friend, a teammate. I was juggling a new role at work, my family life, my dragon boat racing team, and now school. I won't lie, on my first day, I was completely overwhelmed with the amount of reading and all the different modules that were available to me. I was used to sitting at a desk in a classroom listening to a lecture for an entire semester, not being able to do school in my pajamas. I accelerated through my program quickly and loved every part of it because all the coursework and readings were relevant to what I wanted to learn. I was even surprised to receive an excellence award for my paper. The flexibility of my program allowed me to spend time with my family on the weekend and attend dragon boat races with my team and still earn my degree. I did it. And now I am vice president at my company. The goal I started with all these years ago, achieving the leadership I knew I was capable of, is now a reality. I wouldn't be here today without the support of my family. My parents were encouraging the whole way through. They raised me to never give up and work hard, and that's what I strive for every day. I want to also thank my Dragon Boat team for being supportive and understanding, and to Randy and Ricardo, founder and president of Organized Chaos, for letting me write my capstone on the organization. Thank you to my friend Justin for keeping me laughing throughout my studies. It keeps me sane. To my kids, Evan and Eva, who are 6 and 8, thank you for knowing to stay out of my room when I'm taking a proctor exam. Hugh would have been in big trouble. And most importantly, thank you to my husband, Brian, because I would not be here if you didn't help take care of things around the house and the kids. I love you for always celebrating with me when I passed a course. Fellow graduates, the journey to get to where we are today was unique for each of us. Treasure those moments, including the times when you failed, when what we have gained is knowledge and perseverance. Remember the times you jumped for joy because you barely passed an objective assessment, or the times you cried because nothing made sense anymore, or when you stared at your performance assessment in the queue and wonder if it's broken. It just makes this accomplishment even more amazing. It was such an amazing feeling, in fact, that I am doing it all over again. I started my MBA program with WGU on March 1st, right around the time our world quickly spun out of control. In some ways, it feels like a strange time to be planning for the future. But we have nothing if we don't have hope. Knowing that I have the ability to take some control of my future keeps me going. Just the other day, I received pictures from my cousin in China showing that the restaurants and other businesses that are opening up again. He was enjoying his breakfast with our family. This too shall pass, and it will be us sitting in our favorite restaurant with our favorite people, enjoying each other's company. Until then, best of luck to everyone in your future endeavors. Great job on this accomplishment.